Hi, Libra. Generosity is significant. So not only the idea of reciprocity, but generosity, being able to give as well as receive. 12 is significant. 3. Then right after that, giving and receiving and not being humble, but also related to, what's planted, what's growing, what's starting as a result. It's like your first harvest, what's starting to grow from all the hard work that you've done. And this is the rings. So it's Lord of the Rings. So there's lots of rings here related to work. It's what you planted in, it could be work life, what you've worked on. You're being proud of that, but and also here we have and maybe you've worked hard. Maybe you worked on patterns, things, vices, things that have kept you bound. There may be some type of completion related to this. Being, let's talk about fellowship, being generous, being humble. And maybe that's the work here. Learning more about generosity, humbleness, planting new seeds. There may be a need to work on vices, patterns, things that keep you stuck. And with that, there's been a lot of, and this could be in relation to things that you've been carrying, a lot of burdens. You're almost home. This could be in relationship to home. Empress may be significant. A mother. Oh boy, I wish I knew what just popped out there. I didn't catch it fast enough. Empress. A mother may be significant. Like all the queens in one. So let's continue on with this plant oracle, which is indicative of karma or a karmic relationship. And overall theme, you can go back and watch the first plant oracle, is it's time. So we start off with the masculine again, in a similar placement, at least the past, as our last plant oracle, but from an elevated position, same as Virgo, spark. So this could be a spark, could be related to work or a passion. Could be a passion project, partnership. There's been a lot of hard work. So a lot has been birthed off of what you've carried. Three births, 3 rebirths on as what you've toiled, what you've carried. There's a little throat blockage here. And it's almost like you're coming out of the dark, and you can almost, they're showing me 2 of Wands. You can survey the land and see what you've done. There's some shadow work here. There's a need to retract, withdraw. You may be withdrawn at times. Maybe battling in the shadows, inside, light and dark. This could be in relationship. You may be almost like battling intuition. There's an internal guidance system, light, dark, remaining blindfolded to how intuitive you actually are. Partnering with spirit related to this spark. There's some type of spark. Music could be significant. There's a need for strength, bravery. That is significant. My fingers here. Okay, let's carry on. Let's talk about the feminine. So the feminine, I'm hearing gulp, maybe coming up for air. Passionate about maybe overcoming fears, remembering who they are. They've also carried a great deal of burden. So in that way, both within or without, the 10 of Wands is significant for the masculine and feminine. There's victory here. There is some type of judgment, though. So there could be an awakening on the feminine side, or some type of reckoning. Could be related to move or a movement. Structure of something may be significant. Could be home, the way home was structured. I'm almost hearing like skedaddle. Like there is a energy of the feminine, for what I've described in all the readings, is like moving on. It's time moving on to calmer waters, and something really looks like it's appealing. It looks almost glamorous or nourishing, but there's actually something. It's almost like another wave, an incoming wave coming. It could be judgment, could be related to karma, to what was planted. So it depends on what was planted here. That's there's a possibility of upcoming into the 3D. Being authentic, being honest, truthful, especially about home, like holding that space within is significant for the feminine. Tell me about this karma. Or no, sorry. Tell me this wave, this incoming wave. A lot of rings here, a lot of pentacles. So Libra, really focused on pentacles. Yeah, it could be concern of paucity, planting more, investing more, trying to work things out, but then try not to get stuck, try not to get bound, almost like too earthbound. You're almost home. There's a choice here. Boy, this has been the card of the day. Making a choice, Gemini energy. There's a choice. And you have the strong ability, like everyone here on earth, to create. There may be a great awakening. A Pisces may be significant. A suspension of time. A velocity is significant. What you're carrying. So releasing burdens. And you're almost home, both masculine and feminine, within or without. For Libra, there's a need to receive now, almost like putting these burdens down. There's been so much focus on pentacles. This reading, I feel like this has had the most pentacles of any of them. I didn't get one until the end of the main reading, but there's a choice to receive, a choice. Like you could stay stuck, or there could be a surrender. And a spirit presence talking about giving yourself grace, like finding a better balance between taking action and surrendering, like allowing, even though allowing for rest, which would be your direction. Like it's important. Rest is important. Okay, tell me about this karma, or this karmic relationship. So there's a story. Tell me about the story. There's need to protect the home. Could be from words spoken, words, thoughts, deeds. Yeah, there's need to clean the house. Could be cleaning up an act, cleaning up. Perhaps something was taken. Or protecting the peace of the home. Maybe things are just cluttered. By collecting, this collection of all the swords, collecting all the swords has left things cluttered. This is starting to come to life, like creating space. Like there's need for a new story. What you've collected there may be a lot of stories with it. Actually, it's like a baby bottle. Okay. Nourishing. Again, back to this idea of nourishment. Like, what's going to be nourishing for you moving forward? Like your story. 10, completion. Tell me a little bit about Spirit presents. Asking for this balance. It's a clear message. It's from a winged one about balancing action and surrender and finding comfort there. There's a need to just probably just, yeah, home. It's related to home. There's a truth. It's clear. It's cutting. Taking passionate action. I'm seeing Avatar and the creatures in the water world. Are they almost like dragons over the water? I don't know what they're called. I mean, they're almost like a companion, right? Like a... I don't know if you would call them familiar. I'm not really sure what category that type of creature is, but some kind of like magical creature. There's some type of protective I'm hearing familial, but familiar energy. Protecting yourself from goblins. Could be negative thoughts or goblin-like behavior. Within, without. Recognize when it comes from within and what it creates without. Tell me about the direction here. There's a new beginning. Hasn't landed in the 3D yet. There's a need for rest. There's full energy. Father energy. Authority. Aries. I think Uranus. Home. Things that have been pounded out. Again, another like full energy. It's like 3 fulls. 3 fulls may be significant. 3 new beginnings. 3 new things coming to life on the back of someone's hard work. Overall, there's a rebirth with these trying to, and establishing a balance between what's possessions, and what's nourishing. There's a rebirth related to this. All right, wishing you luck, Libra. Please remember to subscribe and like, and I'll see you all in our next video. Bye now.